Hello, everybody. Welcome to After Further Review with Steve Tower. I am your host, and tonight we have got a great matchup. We are bringing On Deck Baseball back onto the tabletop, and we are showcasing two teams. One from the History's Best of the Best Volume 4, and one from the recently released History's Best of the Best Volume 5. From the Volume 4, it's the 1985 Chicago Cubs, 96 game winners, and just fell a couple games short of getting to the World Series, but a fantastic squad. So many veteran players on there, a lot of big names, but they will be taking on the infamous or the famous, I guess, depending on your point of view, 1994 Montreal Expos. This was a team of destiny that had so many great young players on the team, but of course that season was cut short by the strike, and they were never the same after that. But they live on here on our tabletop. If you would like to add either of these teams to your collection, there is links down below to both of these sets. Welcome everyone who is joining me here in the chat room. Looks like we got a good crowd here at Stade Olympique. Let's see, the designer of the game himself, Ian Brook, is in the chat room. Welcome, Ian. Brandon Baker joins us. Robert from the RJ Elton Network is here. Kraz is here as well. Welcome, Kraz. Frank Burgo. Brian Hoxie is here. All right. Let's see. Adam Anthony and then D. Scott Howard joins us as well. All right, guys. Well, here we go. We're just about ready for first pitch. And on the mound for your Montreal Expos is Pedro Martinez, an 11-game winner in the 94 season. And a pretty good card here. He is a little bit weak against left-handers, but fortunately, there are only two in the Chicago starting lineup here tonight. And leading things off, let's get things right underway. Martinez finishes his warm-up tosses. Bob Dernier, center fielder for the Cubbies, steps up, and we are underway. All right, so here we go. Anybody watching On Deck Baseball for the first time on this channel, I do add 2 dice to my roll. Oh, and I grabbed an extra one. I thought I had one extra one. So the game comes with 2 10-sided dice, a blue and a red. But when I play, I add a black die for the confrontation die to see who gets the advantage between the pitcher and the batter. And then I add this green-brown die if we need to know the location where the ball goes instead of re-rolling the dice. So, all right, here we go. There, Kraz has got his K's ready. And then someone else needs to keep track of how many ground balls Dennis Eckersley gets. I don't think I've ever seen a matrix on a pitcher that has that many ground balls. So we will see what happens. All right, here we go. We are underway in Montreal. All right, so Dernier, he is a 3 against lefties and righties. Right-hander against right-hander, so this is going to be a -2 to the roll, but Dernier is still going to get the advantage. Now we look at the blue and then the red. The blue is going to tell us what column. The 8 tells us what row. So a 3-8. Oh, he's going to get a pitch to hit, but he's going to swing too soon, and he is going to pop it up. He will pop it up to second base. Lansing is under that, and there is one down. That's how we get underway here tonight. Now stepping up the second baseman for Chicago, Ryne Sandberg. All right, let's see. Everyone's getting their $11 hot dogs and $15 beers. Although let's see, I guess 1994 prices, we'll go with the home team. I don't think they were quite as expensive back then, but I hear you. The food and the beer are much cheaper in my house than they are at the stadium. All right, here we go. 1 out, nobody on for Rhino. And Martinez, he will get in front. Let's see, but and a 10-2 is going to be a ground out. He'll get Rhino to ground out to third. Barry will fire on to first, and there is 2 away. All right, and we'll get our first look at the back of this fantastic Pedro Martinez card. As you can see, does not give up anything until row 6. And then even in column 9 and 10, he doesn't give up anything until row 7. So a fantastic card, especially when he's against a right-handed heavy lineup. All right, here we go. Gary Matthews, left fielder for the Cubs, steps up. 2 out, nobody on, and Martinez dealing. Ooh, but the dice are not going to be kind to him. An 8 and 9. He's going to hang a curve, and Matthews will deposit that 1-2 curve into straightaway center field, and there's our first hit of the night. So Matthews keeps the top of the first alive with a 2-out single. The first baseman for the Cubs is Leon Durham. Steps in. Probably one of my favorite pictures of both of these teams. I'm a big sucker for anybody wearing goggles. All right, here we go. Oh, as Bob joins us in the chat room. Welcome, Bob. All right, here we go. Here is the deal, and Martinez is going to have the advantage, and a 2-4. That is going to be our first strikeout of the night, and that will do it for Chicago in the top of the first. No runs, 1 hit, 1 left on. We'll head to the bottom of the first. It's Chicago nothing, and Montreal coming up to bat. All right, here we go. So Montreal, just a loaded lineup here. A lot of speed, a lot of power. Really kind of did it all. So here we go. Marquise Grissom, the center fielder for Montreal, going to lead things off. Eckersley, big kick, sidearm delivery. Let's see. So Eckersley, he is a -4 to righties, -3 to lefties. And Grissom batting on the right-hand side. Righty against righty. This is going to be, let's see, a straight-up roll. Eckersley gets the advantage. And a 6-9 is going to be our first ground out from Eckersley. He's not going to get a lot of strikeouts, but he will get a lot of ground outs. That'll be a grounder to third. Save. Fires over to first. And there is 1 away. Here comes the first baseman, Cliff Floyd. Floyd batting from the left-hand side here. Let's see. So he will get... he's going to get +1 to the roll. Still not going to be enough. Eckersley in control, and 1-4. That's going to be a strikeout. Floyd goes fishing and comes up empty. And there are quickly 2 away. Here comes Alou. Alou, what a season. He was having a 94, a 339 average, slugging 592. My goodness. And 22 home runs in the strike-shortened season. As Mark joins us, there we go, our friend north of the border. Welcome. Hope that you are well. Here we go. Base is empty for Alou. Eckersley deals. Let's see. This is going to be... it's going to be a straight-up roll. So Eckersley in control again. And a 4-10. Alou's going to hit one right on the screws, but right at the shortstop. And Boa will snag that. So 1-2-3 goes Montreal. And after 1 full, there is no score here from Montreal. All right, so Pedro back on the mound. Here in the top of the second, he'll face the 5, 6, and 7 batters. Keith Moreland, the right fielder for Chicago. will lead things off. Martinez kicks and deals. He will have the advantage. And a 2-8, he will get Moreland to fly out to right field. And there's the first out of the second inning. Ron Say coming in now. Ron Say with 25 home runs in 1984. Pedro going to have the advantage once again. He's feeling it. Let's see, 3-6. He is going to get Say to ground out. He will ground out to, he'll ground out right to first. Floyd will grab that and take it to the bag himself for the second out. Here comes the catcher, Jody Davis. 2 out, nobody on. Davis, 256 hitter in the 84 season. And this is going to be Martinez in control once again. But a 6-7 is going to be a walk. He's going to lose Davis. And he will give up his first walk. And once again, Chicago staves off a 1-2-3 inning by getting a man on with 2 outs. All right, here comes the shortstop, Larry Boa. This is going to be Martinez in control. Oh, boy. But a 10-9. Uh-oh. He's going to serve a rising fastball that doesn't quite rise enough, and Boa is going to get a hold of it. Oh, boy. To straightaway center field. Now, Boa not known for his home run power. All right, so this is going to be a -4 against his power of 1. So it's going to be a -3 to the roll. Oh, my goodness. So Boa gets a hold of one. Grissom going back in center field. And no, it is going to die a few steps in front of the warning track. The crowd started to rise up, but it will die short of the track, and that will do it. No runs, no hits, 1 left on. And we will head to the bottom of the second. Still no score here from Montreal. Holy cow. Rest in peace, Harry. All right, so we'll have the 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up. Big Larry Walker, the right fielder for the Spos, will lead things off. Batting from the left-hand side, this is going to be +1. So Walker in control, and a 8-10. Oh, goodness. That ball is far, that ball is deep, and that ball is out of here into the left field stands. Larry Walker with a solo bomb. And he will get the scoring started tonight. There we go. Larry Walker. Très magnifique. I should have gotten some French sayings I could do. All right. Oui. Larry Walker. All right. So there we go. 1-0. Montreal on top. So Eckersley gets a new ball and a little discussion with Davis. Here we go. And now the catcher for Montreal steps up. Darren Fletcher in here. Let's see. This is going to be a straight up roll. So Fletcher going to be in control, but a 3-4 will just be a ground out to third. So Eckersley settles down after giving up the solo shot. 1 down, base is empty. And here comes Will Cordero, the shortstop for Montreal. Pretty good season for the shortstop. Well, a lot of the players on Montreal had a good season in 94. 294 batter, 15 homers, 16 stolen bases. Let's see. This is going to be -1 to the roll. So Eckersley will win this. But it's a 9-6 is going to be a single. So Cordero will get a single into straightaway center field. And the second hit of the inning. All right, let's see here. Davis only with an arm of 3. Let's see. But Cordero, that would still only be a 50-50 chance. So they're not going to risk that here. Sean Berry coming up. I guess they could do a hit and run. Try to take away the double play. All right, so that's what they'll call the hit and run for the Spos. Eckersley kicks and deals. Oh, and Berry is going to win the... Right, he will win the advantage. It's -1 to the roll. Yeah, so Berry. Oh, but a 4-10. Oh, boy, he's going to get popped up. Had a pitch to hit. Let's see. He will pop up to first. So Cordero is going to have to scamper back. And that will be the second out. All right, so now 2 out. Still runner at first. Let's see, as Grant finds Nate and Doug Hunt join us. Welcome, guys. All right, so Mike Lansing up to bat now. 1 out, or 1 on, 2 out rather. Lansing, the second baseman for the Spos. Let's see, this is going to be -1. He will be in control, but a 9-1 is going to be a flyout. And with 2 out, no chance for an advance. So it's a flyout to left field, and that will do it. But the Expos get the first run of the game on a solo shot from Larry Walker. All right, so here in the top of the third, it's going to be pitcher versus pitcher. So Eckersley steps up to the plate. And let's see how Martinez does against him. So this is going to be, it's going to be a straight up roll. Martinez will win the advantage. And a 7-1 is going to be a pop out. Let's see, pop out to shallow center field. 1 down, back to the top of the order we go. All right, so Bob Dernier steps up. He popped out his first time at bat. Martinez kicks and delivers. He will be in control. 10 for good buddy. He'll get Dernier to line out to third. And there are 2 quick outs. Again. Let's see if Martinez can get a 1-2-3 inning. Brian Sandberg steps up. He ground out to third. His first at bat. Martinez in control, but it's another high roll. And a 7-8 indeed will be another hit for the Cubs. Sandberg with a 2-out single. Second hit of the game for Chicago. And another 2-out runner is aboard. Here comes Gary Matthews. Matthews singled in his first at bat. Let's see. This is going to be -2. So Martinez in control. And a 1-3 is going to be a strikeout. Matthews goes fishing, comes up with nothing, and that'll be the second K of the night for Martinez. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 runner left on. We'll go to the bottom of the third, still 1-0 Montreal. All right, and it's going to be Martinez who will lead things off for Montreal. Just a quick programming note. Martinez normally would have the 1D pitcher card, but I only have 1 set of the pitching cards. So I'm using the 2D. It's the same exact card, except it says bats left instead of bats right. So just to note anyone seeing that. All right, so here we go. Eckersley to Martinez, and it's going to be Martinez who wins the confrontation. but a 4-5 is going to be a strikeout. So Eckersley gets his second strikeout of the evening. And now we'll go back to the top of the order for Montreal. Here comes Grissom. Grissom, a ground out victim. In his first at bat, he will get ahead in the count, but a 5-3 is just going to be a ground out. Ground out to second base for the second out. Here comes Cliff Floyd. Floyd, a strikeout victim. His first at bat. Let's see. This is going to be Floyd winning the confrontation. And a 7-5 is going to be a hard grounder to the shortstop. So hard grounder to Boa. But there's nobody on base, so Boa he won't have to worry about trying to turn the double play. So just a 6-3, and that will do it. So 1, 2, 3. Go the Expos. In the bottom of the third, we'll head to the fourth, and it is still 1-0. Montreal on top. Here in the fourth inning, it's going to be the middle of the order. 4, 5, and 6 batters coming up for Chicago. Let's see. Durham, this is a straight up roll. So Martinez gets the advantage here. 2-7. He gets Durham to ground out to first. Let's see. That'll be Floyd who will handle that himself. And there is one out. Keith Moreland, the right fielder, steps up. He flew out to right. His first at bat. Martinez gets ahead 1-2. Let's see. And then Moreland is going to reach for an outside fastball and just gets a weak grounder to second. Lansing grabs it, fires to first. And there are 2 away. Here comes Ron Say. Ground out to first. In his first at bat, Martinez will get in front again, but a 9-7. How about that? It's going to be a single. Once again, the Cubs get a 2-out runner aboard. That's their third hit of the night. So the inning continues. And here comes Jody Davis, catcher for the Cubs. He walked in his first appearance. Martinez, gets out in front, but he's going to float one up there. And that is going to be a double by Davis. Let's see, that is going to be a double into straightaway center field. And with 2 out, that is going to score Say from first base, and we are knotted up at 1. So the Cubs with a little 2-out rally, and they finally are able to cash in on one of those 2-out base runners. Oh boy! All right, so Pedro gets nicked for his first run here in the top of the fourth. Brand new ball game. Here comes the shortstop, Larry Boa, and the go-ahead run in scoring position. Boa got a hold of one in his first at bat, but just a fly out. Let's see. This is going to be -2. Oh, so he will still have the advantage. And a 7-8 is going to be a single. Hey, Larry Boa, he is going to drive in the go-ahead run. And Chicago has their first lead of the game. As they have the first 2 batters were out, and now 3 straight hits have given them a 2-1 lead. Oh, boy. Oh, the Cross is already calling for the hook. Oh my goodness. Oh boy. All right. Well, thankfully for Pedro, the pitcher is coming up to bat. So here comes Eckersley. Eckersley popped out to shallow center in his first at-bat. Let's see. It'll be the advantage, but on a pitcher card, a 3-1 is going to be a strikeout. There we go. So that will do it. But Chicago on top. 2 runs, 3 hits, 1 runner left on. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. And it's Chicago 2, Montreal 1. All right. Let's see. Montreal does have a pretty good bullpen anchored by John Wetland. Both teams have a pretty good bullpen, but I don't know. We'll see here. I love a good pitchers duel, so I'm hoping that both pitchers go deep. Both pitchers do have a stamina of 5. So, all right. So here in the bottom of the 4th, we'll have the 3, 4, and 5 batters coming up. So Alou leads things off. Alou lined out to short in his first at-bat. Straight up roll, so Eckersley wins the confrontation. A 9-4 is going to be a walk. So Alou is on. Let's see, and I believe that is the first walk given up by Eckersley. Let's see. It's only a 50-50 chance to steal, so I don't think they're going to do that. Here in the bottom of the 4th, well, and especially with Larry Walker coming up. We'll let Walker swing away. Walker, who had the bomb in his first at-bat, and is the only run of the game. All right, so here we go. Eckersley from the stretch. Kicks, delivers. Eckersley gets the advantage, and but it's a 7-9 is going to be a single. So Walker gets a hold of one and right into center field. So Alou will hold at second, and we've got runners at first and second, nobody out. And here comes the catcher, Darren Fletcher. Fletcher 0 for 1 so far tonight. Ground out to third. All right, Eckersley starting to sweat out there. His team just gave him the lead. He doesn't want to give it back up. Let's even get one of his patented ground balls here. Oh, and maybe he just did. Eckersley will get the... Oh, actually, just a sec. It's going to be -2. Yes, so Eckersley gets the advantage. And a 9-1 is going to be a fly ball. Let's see where it goes. A fly ball to left field. So nobody's going to try to advance on that. And a big first out. All right, so now just a double play away from getting out of this. Here comes the shortstop, Cordero. Got a single in his last at-bat. Here we go. Eckersley gets a sign, kicks, delivers. It's a -1. Oh, so Cordero does get the advantage. And that is going to be a single. Let's see where it goes. It's a single into center field. Oh, boy. All right. So, Alou rounding third. Let's see. Oh, Dernier only has an arm of 2 in center field, so they are going to send Alou. So, Alou, let's see. Boy, or will they? It's a 60% chance that he makes it. Ooh. Oh, they gotta, yeah, they're gonna try. All right, so here is the throw home. Dernier fires it in. Davis puts down the tag. Oh, and they're gonna get him. Alou is thrown out at the plate. The trailing runners will advance on the throw. But, oh my goodness. Alou is out on an 8-3. Ooh. Dernier just fired it into home with all he had and gets Alou by a step. Oh my goodness. All right, so now there's 2 outs. Runners at second and third for Sean Barry. Barry popped up in his first at bat. Let's see, can Eckersley get out of this? And I think he did. Eckersley with the advantage, and a 1-2 is going to be a strikeout. Barry goes fishing on a high fastball and comes up with nothing. There we go. Oof. Gutsy effort by the Eck. Gets out of that with no runs scored. It was no runs, 2 hits, and 2 runners left on. The play of the game so far, that throw by Dernier to get Alou at home and keep this a 2-1 game. Oh my goodness. Oof. All right, so we will head to the 5th inning now. Gotta get a drink of water after that. All right, let's see. Couple of Expos fans in the chat room. Grant Fines, Kraz National fans now, but let's see. Oh, you saw their home game in 2019 when they won the series. Nice. So the first baseball game I ever saw was in Stade Olympique. All the way back in 1991, I believe, was the first game that I saw up there. So yes, I have some fond memories of Montreal as well. It's a shame that they lost their team. Maybe someday there'll be another team up in Montreal. All right, so here in the 5th, it'll be none other than the center fielder, Dernier, leading things off. He is 0 for 2 at the plate. Let's see, he will get the advantage here, but a 5-7 is not going to do it. It's a long fly ball into deep right field. Walker will track that down a few steps in front of the track, and there is 1 down. Here comes Ryan Sandberg. Sandberg 1 for 2 so far tonight. Let's see. Sandberg is going to get the advantage, but another low roll. Let's see. 2-7. That is going to be a line out to third. And 2 quick outs. Again. Can Martinez get a 1-2-3 inning? Here. Gary Matthews steps up. Matthews, he has singled and struck out. Oh my goodness. Let's see. It's going to be Martinez with the advantage, but an 8-8 is going to be a single. And for the 5th inning in a row, the Cubs get a 2-out runner aboard. That's their 6th hit so far tonight. All right, so here we go. Now here comes Leon Durham. He is 0 for 2. And Martinez starting to sweat a little bit there on the mound. Let's see if he can get through this. He is going to have the advantage and oh no, it's a 6-9. It's going to be a single. Let's see, a single into left field. Matthews running on the play. So he will get into third. And now we've got runners at the corners for Keith Moreland. Moreland, the right fielder for Chicago. And, oh boy, let's see. Who do we want to get up in the pen? I guess, boy, I really hate to go to... well, let's see. I guess Mel Rojas will begin to get loose in the pen for Montreal. Yes, these are American dice, I know. All right, let's see. Moreland 0 for 2. so far tonight. And oh boy, this would be a huge hit here if he can get a hold of one. Let's see. Oh, but he will not. Martinez is going to bear down, and on an 0-2, he is just going to challenge him. And Moreland goes down swinging on 3 straight fastballs from Martinez. So no runs, 2 hits, 2 left on, and it is still 2-1 Chicago as we head to the bottom of the 5th inning. All right, here in the bottom of the 5th, we will have the 8, 9, and 1 batters due up. So decision time for Montreal if Lansing were to get aboard. Let's see. Crossing, he was the only kid in your school in Mountain Home, Idaho. Hey, greetings to Mountain Home, Idaho, if anyone watching from there, that knew how to sing the Canadian National Anthem. There we go. That's pretty cool. Yes, I also knew the Canadian National Anthem because my TV could pick up 3 stations regularly, and one of them was CJOH out of Ontario. So I watched a lot of Canadian television when I was growing up. All right, so here we go. Eckersley against Lansing. Lansing 0 for 1 so far tonight. Let's see. And Lansing's going to get the advantage, but a 1-10 will just be a hard grounder to third. And there is the first out. All right, 1 down. And Martinez coming up to bat. Let's see. I think they'll let him stay in. For now. If Lansing had got a board, that would have been an easier decision. Let's see. And Martinez, 0 for 1. He struck out. He's only at bat so far. Will get the advantage, but the advantage on his pitcher card. And a 5-8 will be a fly out to right field. And 2 quick outs. Back to the top of the order we go. Grissom looking for his first hit. He has ground out twice so far tonight. Eckersley winds, kicks, gets ahead of the count, and a 5-1. He will get Grissom to fly out to left field, and it's 1-2-3 for Eck here in the 5th. All right, so we will head to the 6th inning, 2-1, Chicago on top. All right, so we are finally at a point where the pitchers need to make a fatigue check as Martinez heads into his 6th inning of work. So we'll roll here on the fatigue chart, and a 3 is going to be a no change, so he is good. And he will be facing the 6, 7, 8 batters here. Ron Say. Say 1 for 2 with a single and a run scored. And Martinez dominating here. 6-2 is going to be a strikeout. So Say goes down swinging to start the top of the 6th. Here comes the catcher, Jody Davis. Davis with an RBI double in his last at-bat and also walked. He has not been retired so far tonight. Martinez in control once again, and that is going to be another strikeout. So Martinez getting into a little groove now. But can he get a 1-2-3 inning? Here comes Larry Boa. Boa got an RBI single in his last at bat. He is 1 for 2 on the night. Let's see. Oh my goodness. And Boa is going to be in control. And a 7-10. Oh, it's just going to be a single. So once again, Chicago gets a 2-out base runner. Let's see, and they've got the pitcher coming up, and Eckersley is cruising here, so they're going to let him They're going to let him come up to bat. He is 0 for 2 tonight. Pop out and a strikeout. Let's see. This is going to be... actually, what is this going to be? It's a straight up roll, so it's going to be on Pedro's card, and a 5-9 is going to be a walk. Oh, goodness. Eckersley works a walk from Martinez, and the inning will continue. Rutrow. And Martinez shaking his head. Oh, boy. All right, so Dernier comes up, and this might be the last batter that Pedro faces with Ryan Sandberg coming up. Dernier 0 for 3 tonight. Let's see. Is it? It's -2. Oh, so it's still going to be on his card, and uh-oh. That might have been one batter too long, as a 9-10 is going to be a bases clearing triple. Oh boy, Dernier gets a hold of one into the gap in right center field, and Grissom is not going to get it in time. Dernier will end up at third, and both Boa and Eckersley come in to score, and it is 4-1 Chicago. And oh boy, what a night Dernier is having here. Oh boy. All right, so I think that is going to do it, unfortunately, for young Pedro here tonight. He will get the hook and not be able to get out of the 6th inning. Going 5 2/3, 9 hits, 4 runs so far. Let's see. And where did he finish with 5 strikeouts? 1, 2, 3, 4. No, 6 strikeouts. But just could not ever come down with that 1-2-3 inning, and it finally caught up to him. Oh boy, yeah, the water cooler is not safe in the dugout. All right, so Rojas will come in from the pen to face Sandberg. Rojas, one of the really good relievers that they have in the pen here. 3.32 ERA, 3-2 record, and 16 saves on the season. All right, so he's just trying to keep this a 3-run game here in the top of the 6th. Sandberg steps in. Sandberg 1 for 3 tonight. Single, a ground out, and a line out. Sandberg in front, 2-1 count, but he is going to reach for one, and he will fly out into center field. Grissom has to take a few steps to his right to track it down, but does come down with it, and that will end the inning as 2 runs come in on 2 hits. 1 runner left on. So we can close the books on Pedro, as he'll get dinged for all 4 of those runs. All right, so Eckersley back out on the mound here to start the bottom of the 6th. The 2, 3, and 4 batters coming up. Eckersley will also now need to make a fatigue check. And a 9 will be a no change, so he's feeling it. Cliff Floyd will lead things off. Floyd 0 for 2 so far tonight. And it's going to be Eckersley in control. 4-10. He'll get Floyd to line out to second. And there's one down. All right, bases empty. 1 out for Moises Alou. Alou 0 for 1 with a line out and a walk, and had that memorable play getting thrown out at the plate for what would have been a tying run at the time. Let's see. Eckersley going to be in control, and 1-6. He's going to get another grounder. Alou hits it to Say, who fires on to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down. And here comes Larry Walker. Walker is going to get ahead 2-0 here, but let's see. 2-5. He is going to line out. Hot shot to first. Durham will grab it. And that'll do it. So 1-2-3 goes Montreal again. And we will head to the 7th inning with Chicago still on top, 4-1 now. All right, so here in the 7th, Rojas will have to make a fatigue check, as he did come in last inning. Let's see. Oh, and yes, Eckersley does get to roll on his poise, because that was consecutive 1-2-3 innings. So we'll do that first for him. And a 10 on, oh yes, he is going to gain 1. So let's see, I will, what am I going to mark him with? Well, I'm just going to put a chip on his card for now. So remember that, because he'll have to make a fatigue check, which might just negate what he got there. So, but yeah, Eckersley feeling it. All right, so Rojas, let's see. He might need to come out. A 6 is going to be a -1 for him. All right, so that means that he's going to be still a -3. And they'd like to get him through the 7th here. Matthews going to lead things off. Matthews having a good game here. He is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. Let's see, and he will get out in front here, and an 8-5 is going to be a leadoff walk. So Matthews reaches base for the 3rd time tonight. Let's see. Fletcher only with an arm of 2. I think Matthews is going to try to swipe a base. Let's see. Rojas with a hold of 2. Matthews with a jump of 4. So this will be a +2 to the roll. And oh no, he will not get a good jump. All right, so he'll stay put. I guess with a 3-run lead. He had to try it, but. So here comes Durham. Durham is 1 for 3 with a single, a strikeout, and a ground out. Rojas gets the advantage. Ooh, but a 9-6 is going to be a walk. Uh-oh. So back-to-back walks. We'll start the top of the 7th, and oh boy, things are starting to get rough here for Montreal. As Jeff Shaw is going to get warmed up in the pen. Fletcher will go out the mound to try to settle Rojas down. Oh boy, let's see what happens here. So 2 on, nobody out. 2 straight walks to start the 7th. Here comes Moreland. Moreland 0 for 3 tonight. Fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Here we go. Rojas from the stretch. Ooh, Moreland with the advantage, but a 3-3 is going to be a strikeout. And boy, Rojas needed that badly. All right, so 1 out. Now Rojas just a double play away from getting out of this. Here comes Ron Say. Say is 1 for 3. A single and a run scored. As Mark Ferguson joins us in the chat room. Welcome, Mark. Let's see. This is going to be a -1, so it's... Oh boy. Say in control and a 10-10. 10-10 wins. Kaboom. That ball is far. That ball is deep. That ball is out of here. Holy cow. A 3-run bomb from Ron Say. And that may have just put this game out of reach. Say with an absolute no-doubter. Ooh, into the opposite field stands. And, oh boy. Shoo! That will do it for Rojas. Oh boy. Just bad luck here for Montreal pitching. All right, so Jeff Shaw will come in with 1 out. And the base is empty. Oh boy. So Rojas goes 2/3 of an inning. That home run, let's see, the 3 runs and 2 walks and a strikeout. Ouch, babe. Oh boy. There we go, yes. Last time Rojas has something that high and fast, I had a movie on it. Alright, so here comes Shaw to face the catcher Davis. Davis, a pretty good night, an RBI double, and then later came around to score, and is also walked. Alright, here we go. This will be Shaw in control. And at 4-6, he's going to get Davis to fly out to right field for the second out. And here comes Larry Boa. Boa with a very good night himself, too. The bottom of the order doing pretty well for Chicago. Boa is 2 for 3, 2 singles, an RBI, and a run scored. Shaw delivers. This is going to be Boa in control, and an 8-1 is going to be an error chance. I believe our first error chance of the evening. Let's see. So it is a ground ball. It's a ground ball to third. So Barry with a hot shot, and let's see if he can make the play. He needs a 3 or a 6. And no. So he's going to get eaten up on a hot shot to third. And Boa is going to reach on the E5. So the inning will continue. And the pitcher is going to come up, and Eckersley is definitely going to stay in now. With a 6-run lead. So let's see. It will go to the pitcher card, and a 2-8 will just be a ground out to third. All right, so that will do it. 3 more runs come in. So it's 3 runs on 1 hit. And 1 error, 1 runner left on. It is 7-1, all Chicago. Oh boy. And it is time to stretch. All right, here we go. And a 1, and a 2, and a take me out to the ball game. Take me out with the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame. It's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. There we go. All right. So, here in the bottom of the 7th. All right, Harry Uke carry. Nice. Let's see. Oh, well, first we need to see, so Eckersley now into his 2nd inning, but he has gained 1 poise. So, as long as we don't roll a 9, he is going to be okay. And, of course, we roll a 9. All right, but, he's still going to be -1. Oh, that's too bad. All right. So, all right. So he's going to be -2 to lefties and -3 to righties. All right. So the catcher, Fletcher, will come up here. Fletcher is 0 for 2 so far tonight. All right. So Eckersley, who did have 2 complete games in 1984. This is a good opportunity for him to get one tonight. Let's see. He is going to be in control. And a 6-7. That'll be a ground out. Fletcher grounds out to 2nd. And there's 1 down. Here comes Will Cordero. Cordero is 2 for 2. One of the lone bright spots for Montreal. 2 singles. He is in control, but a 5-4 is not going to do it. He will also ground out. He grounds out to short. All right, 2 quick outs. Here comes Sean Berry. Committed an error there last inning. Let's see. Eck in control. And 5-1. That is going to be a fly out. He'll get Berry to fly out to left field. And it's another 1-2-3 inning for Eckersley. As he is retired the last 10 batters he's faced. So we will head to the 8th inning. All Chicago, 7-1. Let's see. Oh, so he automatically... Oh, that's nice. All right, so that'll remove his fatigue that he got there. All right, and I just noticed that my scoreboard went off. But fortunately, I noticed it before I went to the next inning. All right, here we go. Here in the top of the 8th. All right, so Shaw. Let's see. He does have a stamina of 1, so he will have to make a fatigue check. And he's going to be okay, which is good for Montreal, so they don't have to burn another... let's see. And then you don't need to roll on his poise. Oh, okay. Nice. All right. So the one of the possible MVPs of the game here, Dernier, steps up. He had that 2-run triple in his last at-bat. Oh, and he will be in control here, but a 2-6 will just be a ground out to short. All right, so 1 down. Nobody on for Rhino. Rhino is 1 for 4 tonight with a single. He will be in control, and he is going to get a 1-out single. So the 11th hit of the night for Chicago. And here comes Gary Matthews. Matthews, who has reached base 3 times tonight, 2 singles and a walk. And he will be in control, but a 5-10 is going to be a grounder. Let's see. So it's a grounder to short. All right. So they will try to turn the double play. Cordero with a fielding of 2. Let's see. So, oh, we're actually 2, 3. It's only a 50-50 chance to get the double play. You know what? I think. Well, no, they might as well try to turn it at this point. And no, Sandberg is going to beat out the play at second. Matthews, and then what's the? Let's see, he's a 3. Oh, and they will get Matthews at the tail end of it. All right, so Sandberg will beat the play at second, but they will get Matthews at the tail end of the play. All right, so we got a runner at second with 2 out. Where's Kirk Gibson? Oh boy, unless Kirk could hit a 6-run homer, I don't. All right, let's see. So runner at second, Durham up. Durham has a single, a walk, and a run scored. This is going to be a straight up roll. Oh, so it's going to go on Durham's card. And a 9-9 is going to be a triple. Everybody's getting in on the action here tonight, as he is going to find a gap in right center field. So the run will come in, and Durham will end up at third with an RBI triple. And everything is coming up Cubbies here tonight. Now 8-1. Oh my goodness. As Philip Reynolds and Keith Helsinki join us. All right, so, and there we go. Shaw's finally going to get out of the inning as he gets Moreland to fly out to center field. But the Cubs tack on another run. So 1 run on 2 hits. 1 runner left on. All Chicago as we head to the bottom of the 8th. All right. So, let's see. So so Ian, now I don't have to roll on fatigue, or that you're just saying it was an automatic poise roll. Okay, so he has a +1. I see what you're saying. All right, so now we are on 3 innings for Eck, and it's going to be no change. How about that? All right. So Eckersley back to full strength here. Oh my goodness. He's aiming for a complete game, whatever that is. I don't remember what a complete game is. Let's see. And we have the bottom of the order coming up. 8, 9, and 1. Here is Mike Lansing. Lansing 0 for 2 so far tonight. Lansing with a pitch to hit, but is just going to ground out to third. And there is the first out. And with the pitcher spot coming up, we will have our first pinch hitter of the evening. Let's see. I guess it doesn't really matter who we bring in. They don't really have any good lefties on the bench. Do have Juan Bell. Might as well bring him in. All right, so Juan Bell will come in to pinch hit for Shaw. All right, so 1 out, bases empty. Let's see, and Bell will have the advantage, and an 8-5. He is going to draw a walk. All right, so we'll go back to the top of the order. Grissom still looking for his first hit. He is 0 for 3 tonight. 2 ground outs and a fly out. Let's see. Oh, boy. He gets a pitch to hit, but he is not going to come up with it, and he is going to strike out. And boy, oh boy, it is just Dennis Eckersley's night here. Here comes Cliff Floyd. He is also 0 for 3. Strikeout, a ground out, and a line out. And boy, oh boy, once again, the batter in control, but then rolls low. A 2-2 is going to be a strikeout. 2 strikeouts from the batter cards to end the 8th. So, no runs, no hits, 1 runner left on, and we are going to head to the 9th inning. All Chicago, all the fans who made the trip here are very happy. We'll have a new pitcher for Montreal. Gil Heredia will come in mop-up duty. And try to keep this a 7-run game, I suppose. And here we go. The Penguin, Ron Say, steps up. Say, what a night he has had. 2 for 4. A single and a 3-run homer. So here we go. Let's see what he does here. So he'll get a nice round of applause from the Chicago fans in the stadium. Heredia is going to be in control here, and 4-9. Say he'll drive one into right field, but Walker just needs to make a couple steps to his left to track that down. And there is the first out. All right, and here comes Jody Davis, the catcher for the Cubs. He's had a pretty good night as well. He is 1 for 3, a walk and an RBI double. And he will be in control here, but a 7-2 will just be a fly out to center field. 2 up, 2 down. Here comes Larry Boa. Boa is, let's see, he is 2 for 3, I guess, officially, because he's singled twice and reached on an error. Let's see, he will be in control here, and an 8-4. Oh, we're going to have our first situation. Didn't end up having a situation the last time. Oh, I'll put it down here so everyone can see it. All right, so when you get a result that's that asterisk, you'll pull out the situation matrix, head down to New Jersey, and let's see, we get a 4-1. So it's going to be a situation with the second baseman. So we'll go to the second baseman situation chart, and we will roll 1 die, and we get a 9. Batter hits a line drive right up the middle. The ball ricochets off the pitcher's leg toward the second baseman. Second baseman goes for a play at first. Let's see. So that's Lansing. He has a defensive -3. So we're going to roll, and if it is less than 4, the batter is out. All right. So rolling, and we're subtracting 3 from it. And yes, so there we go. A ball, hot shot by Boa, goes off the leg of Heredia. But Lansing is there, corrals it, fires on to Floyd at first, and gets Boa by a step. So just your average 1-4-3 if you're scoring at home. All right, so finally 1, 2, 3, go the Cubs in the top of the 9th. And here we go. We're going to head to the bottom of the 9th. All right, so we're going to roll on the 4-inning chart here. And we get a 10, so it's going to be -1 on X card. So he'll be a -2 to lefties and a -3 to righties. And he's got himself a 7-run lead, so pretty good chance we'll let him stay in unless things get crazy. He will have the heart of the order to go through. 3, 4, and 5 batters coming up. So Moises Alou leading things off. Alou is 0 for 2 with a walk. Here is the pitch. Eck in control. And another ground out. Let's see, a grounder to first. And there is one down. Crowd on its feet. What crowd is left, and probably what crowd is left is mostly Chicago fans. Here comes Larry Walker, who has driven in the only run of the game for Montreal, which it temporarily gave them the lead all the way back in the bottom of the second. And that is really the only mistake that Eckersley has made so far tonight. Let's see, and it's going to be Walker in control, but another low roll. It's going to be a strikeout. Another strikeout from the batter card. It's just been that kind of night for the Montreal fans, and here we go. Everyone's standing. Eckersley just 1 out away from a complete game. The catcher, Fletcher, comes in. He is 0 for 3 here tonight. Let's see. Fletcher gets the advantage, but that looks pretty low. A 5-4 indeed. That is going to be a grounder. A grounder to who else but Ron Say. He takes a couple steps to his right, grabs it, fires onto Durham at first, and that is it. Fly the W. The Cubs win. Cubs win 8-1. Oh boy. And yes, what an absolute fantastic game by Dennis Eckersley. I almost went with a different pitcher for Chicago, but Eckersley, one of my favorite players of all time. When I dabbled in pitching in high school, I modeled my throw after Dennis Eckersley. So there we go. Eckersley gets the complete game win. 4 hits and just that 1 run on the solo shot by Larry Walker. So we'll give Eckersley the MVP, but we'll give a couple shout outs to Ron Say and to Bob Dernier, who chipped in both in the field and at bat. So there we go. All right. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. Sorry it wasn't a closer game, but at least we got to see a complete game, something we don't we don't see a lot anymore. And so again, if you missed it at the top of the show, both of these teams are available. The 84 Cubs are in History's Best of the Best Volume 4. And the 94 Expos are in the History's Best of the Best Volume 5 that was just released, as well as Volume 6, which has a certain other team from the 90s who we might be checking out soon on the channel. I'll leave you guys a little teaser of probably one of the best reliever cards you'll ever see in On Deck Baseball. So the plan is for Friday, we're going to be heading to the riverfront to check out the 1990 Cincinnati Reds, your favorite and mine from childhood. But for now, thank you again to everybody for tuning in. My name is Steve, and until next time, get out there, have fun, play games, and I will see you after further review. Have a good night, everybody.